Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe. Now, this is a figure I've sort of wanted for a little while now, because I think it was 2022, maybe like early 23. I walked into a Smith's and, well, this guy was on the shelf. But yeah, I passed on it, and I think I got Legacy Beast Sandstorm, or maybe it was Kingdom Rodimus. But yeah, I saw this guy on the shelves once and then never again. So, yeah. But I come around to like, I think it's like mid-March, I saw this guy online, and I just decided, yeah, I'm gonna get him. So, yeah. So is he worth it? Well, let's just start the review. So let's start off with the box. So of course we got the, I guess, plastic packaging style of a Studio Series box. And I think this guy was the last guy to do that, because, of course, the previous guy, which was Nest Bumblebee, if we're going numbering-wise, had the, well, I guess we'll call it the enlarged artwork. And then we got this guy, and then I think the next guy is Wheeljack, and ever since then, just move away from the plastic. So, yeah. I think Sideswipe was the last guy to have the, to start the plastic. Well, looking at the box, of course, we've got Sideswipe right here. Number 78. Of course, Sideswipe. Some Revenge of the Fallen. Got his face right there. Of course, got him right there. The back got him in both modes. Of course, he's a Corvette, so we got the QR code for General Motors right there. It says what he does in the film, and of course, it mentions him killing Sideways, probably his most famous scene. And of course, damn, he's good. Of course, Shanghai Pursuit. And well, for the included backdrop, so of course we've got the plastic, so we're just going to throw that in the bin and not recycle it. And for the actual box, we are going to recycle this. And for the backdrop, well, of course, this is the scene where Sideways just bursts out, like transforms for a split second and then transforms back. And then we get Sideswipe. So just bring Sideswipe in. Of course, these are more intended for the robot modes, but we can still try and fit them in here in vehicle mode. But yeah, this is based on the scene where he literally splits Sideways in half, lengthwise. So, yeah. Now, moving on to the car mode, of course, this is meant to be a Corvette instead of a Lamborghini for some reason, but hey, that's the Bay films for you. It's still going on to this day because, of course, the Wheeljack in the rest of the base was a freaking Volkswagen bus. But still, this is an amazing looking car. Although with this figure, of course, due to the transformation, it's got the panel lights, but we can look past that because it's meant to transform. It's not a die-cast model. So, yeah. The vehicle mode looks amazing. I mean, of course, he's not red, but I think it's because, like, there weren't that many red robots in the films. Not kind of, I think, and the only example I can think of is Dino, but still, this silver color is really nice. Yeah, I love the silver characters in the Studio Series, but I just had a nice silver finish, like this guy, Darker Domain Soundwave, Like, those are the two I can think of. So, yeah. Now, looking at the details, of course, we got the Chevrolet logo right there. Of course, we got the headlights. Got the side mirrors here. The doors are, like, this just like broken up, but these are actually separate pieces because, unlike the original figure, these come off to form as swords. The windshield is clear plastic. Got the back bits here. We've got this, which I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but it's on the original figure as well. Got the back boosters right here. Got the tail lights right here. Underneath, we've got a case of crumpled up robot syndrome, but of course, we're not going to look at it from the underneath, so I'm not really too fussed about this. What I am going to be fussed about, though, is the legs have to be orientated in a certain way, because if you see the swords, they actually plug into a tab on the legs. Because if not, then, yeah, the swords are going to fall off quite a lot, and I learned that the hard way. Because, of course, with this being packaged in robot mode, you have to manually turn it into car mode yourself. And, of course, the instructions don't tell you that these tab into here. They just tell you that it tabs into like little slots up here. So you have to be careful how you move the legs, because otherwise, well, yeah, the doors will come off quite easily. So, yeah. Now, how does he roll? Like, as you can tell, the front wheels aren't really moving at all. And, well, yeah, these front wheels just don't really move that well at all. So, yeah. Like, this one's rolling quite well, but this one... and that's rather unfortunate because, of course, this is one of the ones that forms as roller skates. Maybe there's like something gumped up in there, but I can't get the wheel off to a check, so I don't know. Well, let's move on to the accessories, and let's start off with these two guns. Now, I don't think he used these in the film. Probably used like different guns, but yeah, according to TF Flicky, these are the guns he used in Dark of the Moon. So these are more a holdover from the Dark of the Moon release of this figure. And hence, I don't really use these on the figure. These are more just stored on the back. And, well, I think Hasbro forgot about these when packaging and like doing the instructions for this figure, because, well, the instructions don't tell you where to store these in vehicle mode. So, like an average person would just, you have to assume they just meant to put these off to the side and maybe lose them somewhere. But, well, if you look closely, like there is a little port in there, and you can actually tab the guns in there and still transform it. I mean, it is a pain it's a huge pain in the ass, but you can do it. Honestly, I kind of wish that at least these maybe could have like tabbed into the back somewhere, but oh well. Maybe just like just leave these guns off, because of course we have the next accessory, parts of the car. And yes, these are the swords that he uses in the film, aka the ones he uses on Sideways. However, of course, these are the doors. So, if you lose these, the car mode sort of takes a massive blow. I mean, yeah. And these are actually required to come off as well for the transformation, so yeah, try not to lose these. So just trying to get these back on. There we go. Next up, let's just compare him with Sideways. So we can see him with, I guess, his nemesis. I don't know. I just always associate these two with each other because, you know, that one scene. I'm pretty sure that they called this guy Sideways because, you know, he's killed by Sideswipe. Yeah. But more interestingly, here he is with the original figure, or in this case, here he is with Swerve. And here this guy's showing his biggest flaw. If you don't have like things flattened right, then yeah, the car mode sort of doesn't roll out well, but there we go. So yeah, here he is with Swerve, which is the original mold. Well, a redeco of the original mold, but you get the idea. And you can see this guy's actually bigger. It's like slightly bigger, but still. I mean, of course, this is 2009. This is 2021, but still. And yeah, all wheels roll on this figure compared to this guy, where yeah. And of course, we can see the clear plastic on this is actually see-through, whereas here it's tinted blue. They both have that weird symbol, which I guess is on the actual car. Looks like this version has some other headlights. And the underneath, you can pretty much see how like these two leg transformation is actually quite similar. I mean, this one has some like added joints, but you can see that they both have the little circle here, so they do transform in a very similar way. But like the door in this one doesn't come off, and it says scissors out. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Swerve. We'll just get him transformed off screen. So, to get this guy transformed, well, we're going to start off with parts forming. Yeah, I know, but that's what the instructions say. So, we have to start off by removing these two, I guess, car parts. Setting them off to the side, hoping you don't lose them. And now we can actually start. So to start off, I'm just going to untab these bits here. Just moving them down. I'm picking this bit. Rotate these around. And then very similar to the original figure, just we'll spin this around first. Spin around the wheel, then spin this around. And then you can just move this around, so we got a foot. So, move this around, move this down, spin the wheel around, then spin this around like so. And that's it gone. That's gotten loose already, so that's kind of concerning, but And then we've got in a backwards scale walk mode. take the back wheels, just unpeg them and move them down. Move these side bits out like so. Move the legs down. Unpeg these side bits here, so we can move this entire back section up. We can just move the front bit of the car out for now. Move the chest down. And with these side bits, or his pecs, we can just orientate these how we want. Splay these outwards. Take the bonnet, move that up. Just move that into place. Oops. Try to be careful, because of course we've got some clear plastic here, so just try not to break that. So we want this up like so, and then just move this down. Of course, I'm doing this at arm's length, so I'm struggling heavily to do this. There we go. So we got this backpack, like most Studio Series Autobots have. These bits, we can just get these out the way. Get Sideswipe shoulders up. Try and get his pecs back into place. Get his hands out. Get his, I guess, wings, however you want. And then just have him standing. Because compared to the original figure, he actually can stand up. And here we have Sideswipe in robot mode. So, yeah. Now, if I was to rank this in the tier list of every single Studio Series transformation, I would rank this as, well, at first it can be fiddly, but once you know what you're doing, well, it's actually quite manageable. Sure, there are some parts I do struggle with, like this back section, but, well, after that, this is actually kind of a fun transformation, especially going, like, even with going back into car mode, I can still do it. That's a little, like, for a Studio Series, like, car figure, that's saying a lot, because a lot of them are gangly messes. So, yeah. Now, that's not to say that this can be quite fiddly, because, well, it is. Like, sometimes things struggle to tap in. Things can get confusing, like how the legs transform. And especially, like, how some things can just, you know... Well, I mean... Sometimes this ball joint can pop off, and it's really... It's really tricky to get this ball joint pop back in, so I'm really glad it didn't come off during this video, so... But trust me, that is a complaint with this figure. The ball joints on the chest can come off. So, yeah. Now, giving him his accessories, well, let's just get the guns out the way, because he can't hold these. So, you just get these guns into his hands, and he can't hold them. Although, of course, this is more based on Dark of the Moon, because these are a holdover from the Dark of the Moon version of the figure that was released previously. And I'm pretty sure these are the guns from the standoff of Ironhide and the Dreads. Still waiting on Hatchet, by the way. But anyway, of course, he didn't really use these in Revenge of the Fallen, so. Now, compared to the car mode, where there was no instructions on where to store these, for robot mode, well, of course, we've got this port here. Well, 2 ports. So what we can do is just get these plugged into here. And again, I'm doing this at arm's length, so this is really tricky to do. There we go. So these guns can just plug into there. Be covered by the bonnet and the back section here. So yeah. And then we've got the 2 swords. And of course, these are from the size of the car. And if you want, these can plug into here. So if you want to do this, then there you go. So if you want to store the swords when he's holding the guns, then this is an option. But come on, we've got Sideways running about. We need to, well, you know, so we can just take these off. And there's a little slot in his hands that this pegs into. So we got that. And we've got that. And that's the Sideswipe I know. So we just got Sideways right here. And all of a sudden, damn, I'm good. I've always wanted to do that. And well, actually, something I've noticed with this figure is he stands really well. Compare that with this gangly thing. Yeah, this guy definitely needs a walking stick. And also, this guy's sword's just automorphic, so we can see how his swords work. Which is cool, but I mean, oh, now he stands. But yeah, he's really easy to tip over. Whereas to this guy, I mean, he just, like, his heels are way better, if you ask me. I mean, it's not saying much, seeing how I forgot to fold his heels in, but still. But let's see if I can actually do a comparison with this. Okay, there we go. So we can see how both figures compare. And to be honest, I actually prefer the Studio Series. I mean, sure, the original figure does look quite cool. I quite like how the bonnet just fillets apart and just folds up. But, I mean, the Studio Series 1 is quite movie accurate. He stands up way better. And I know this is the Swerve recolor, so it doesn't apply to this figure, but if it was the original Sideswipe deco, I'm pretty sure that's just a standard grey plastic instead of the silver. I'm not sure, but yeah, I just love the silver plastic on Studio Series figure. But I'll give the original that. I love how the swords work on this. but still, this one stands way better. And I guess, why not? Here he is with Sideways in robot mode. And yeah, these two actually look quite good together, although I did forget to flip these out. But yeah. So we can see the two rivals together. And I think this is a good segue to the articulation, because of course, he did that really epic pose after killing Sideways. So, his head can go side to side. I think it's on a ball joint, so yep, he can nod. These flaps are on ball joints. His arms can move, although they are blocked by his pecs. Yeah, bicep rotation there. T-pose. Hands can curl up. Elbows. Has a... well, no, I was going to say waist rotation, but it's more at the crotch section. Can kick forward. Can't really kick back because all this is in the way. But he's got a knee there. In fact, he's got a double knee joint, apparently, just due to the transformation, he's got a double knee joint. Swivel right there. Not really nothing at the ankle, but the feet do move as well. So, yeah. Still quite poseable if you want to... so if you want to... I can't speak. If you want him to do the damn I'm good pose, then you could do that. I'm not sure if you can do the clear the path pose, but hey, if you want to try that, then go ahead. So, yeah. So this has been my review on Studio Series Sideswipe, and, well, this is not Charlie Young signing off, because I still have to say, do I recommend him? So let's actually bring in the backdrop so we can see how he looks in that. And he looks really good with that. So, complaints, because of course this is not a perfect figure. The swords, of course, have to be plugged in a certain way with the legs, otherwise they'll fall off quite easily. But once they're plugged into the legs, these swords are quite firm. But still, if you don't know, if you don't know what you're doing, then yeah, the swords can come off quite easily in car mode. I really hate how the guns just have nowhere to go in vehicle mode, unless you count that port, which I don't think they intended. But I hate how the heels have gotten kind of loose on mine already. At least he still stands, because trust me, this stands way better than Swerve. Probably my biggest complaint, the ball joints on these. Like these pecs here. These can come off during transformation if you're not careful. And these are a huge pain in the ass to plug back in, because like these can move as well. So trust me, you do not want to accidentally pop these ball joints off. No, I honestly, I can't think of any other complaints, so... do I recommend this figure? Honestly, yeah. I think this is a really good representation of movie Sideswipe. Honestly, I honestly kind of like how this looks better than the Dark on the Moon version, which... will I get that? I don't know. But, well... honestly, I definitely recommend this over the original figure, because, well, of course. this one can't really stand up for crap compared to this guy where he stands up really well. So if you need a movie Sideswipe in your collection, I'd say go for this one. So yeah, this has been my review on Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe, and this is Charlie Young signing off.